And good morning. Welcome back to another early morning Sunday show, special edition. So today I'm just going to look at 2018, right? New Year's, why not? And I'm going to show some of the best albums that I found in 2018 in my stuff that I really liked. I mean, everything I bought I pretty much liked, but these are ones I played quite a bit. And Cat is back to wish you 2018. He just had to wait for me to start doing this. Yes, sit, Ubu, sit. So I'm going to show you some of the new stuff that I found, along with a few of the finds that I found during the year that, you know, were really incredible. So, you know, I bought a lot of stuff thanks to a lot of you. So we'll go through that, and I'll show you. This isn't a huge list. I'll go through it fairly quick because I've already showed them all. So first off, let's talk about a couple things here. In the mail when I came home. Dude, sit. Oh, darn it. In the mail when I came home this week, I had a package and some VCLT. Now, I knew exactly what it was because I had done a video. And I talked about, I said, Jorge Ben. It's Jorge. Thank you. I found that out. But I showed a album from Jorge Ben that I had bought, and I was really interested. And who turned me on to this guy's name's Jason from Hackman377. Last week I talked about him, and I wrote down his channel on there. He's into Brazilian. Well, after I saw that, I said, you know, one of the things I'm really looking for is the album Africa Brazil. It's the one I really want to find. It's a 76 classic where it gets really funk and psychedelic. He just goes all out. He takes samba and bossa nova a whole different direction. And he goes, and he wrote to me, he goes, you know what? I just got an original, and I had one that had, you know, there's a repress, and this was from Canada. It's 180 gram from Brazil. He goes, I'll just send that to you. Wow, I mean, isn't that is amazing. And so he sent me Jorge Ben, you know, Africa Brazil. I mean, truly blown away. Jason, this was super cool, very, very nice. We'll talk more about it on another episode. I put it on one spin, but I haven't studied it, but it was really, really neat. So I really want to say thank you to that, Jason. Hackman377. And actually I got something else about him in a little bit. One of my subscribers a month ago was going in for an operation, and he was a very early subscriber. He's talked to me every week, and a month ago, his name, he goes under 210 Van Man. His name's Peter, and he's going in for an operation, and you know, he said he didn't know if he was going to make it, and I was like, oh my God, really? I mean, this guy I've talked to quite a bit. He's pretty funny, satirical. So he asked me to do something if he hadn't heard back from me in a month. Why are you doing that again, dude? And so it's been about a month. So 210 Van Man, Peter, hopefully you made it. Hopefully you're there, and please send me a message. Otherwise, I will honor your wish next week, okay? It's amazing kind of the friends you get in this VC, just talking music, chatting with you folks. Kind of blows you away, but that one really, it hit me in the gut, and I've been thinking about it every single week, looking for a message from him. All right, hey, dropped by Half Price Books. Look at that. Found a biography of Jaco Pastorius. Really interested in seeing this and reading that thing. That should be very nice. You don't need to bite me. So put that on my list, which is a huge list of books that I have stacked up to read on Jaco Pastorius. All right, so let's talk the music now. What I'm listening to right now is Casey Musgraves, and this is the one she put out this year called Golden Hour. You know, I bought it on CD when it came out. I've had a couple of her others actually in vinyl, and you know, I listened to some tracks. it was okay. And, you know, I thought, okay, well, yeah, I've been buying her. It's on CD. It's not too expensive, so I bought it. I liked it. I saw her in Austin City Limits, and she blew me away. I said, wow, that's really good. She's playing tracks from this. This thing I've been listening to over and over when I'm in my hotel room. I've been putting it on. I've been playing it. You know, it's country music. But I call this her Taylor Swift album. She's branching out of country. She's putting on more of a pop sheen on there. And you'll hear some of the 80s sounds in there, you know, like 80s dance. There's a variety of other things. I just have totally enjoyed this CD, and now I'm going to have to buy it on vinyl. At the time, I guess it was often on vinyl, but I just wasn't sure of it. So Casey Musgrave, so this is one of my purchases this year that I truly have liked. Now, the stuff I'm going to show you, none of it's Record Store Day stuff. And I think Andrew did this, and he had a great point. He goes, you know, I'm not going to show Record Store Day stuff because you can't find it. So what I'm going to show you is just things you can find if you are interested on there. Is it my all-time favorites this year? I don't know. It's just things I listened to quite a bit that I played a lot. You know, you buy a lot, you don't hear everything like 20 times, but I have played these a lot. So let's begin. Again, I'll go kind of quick for me. First Aid Kit. Again, I bought this in CD. I do have a lot of their other stuff in album form. And my first listen, when I was kind of tracking through deciding if I wanted to buy it or not, it was okay. I've really gotten into it. I truly like this group from Sweden, First Aid Kit, and again, it's Ruins. So again, it's been on my list. It's usually up in my office playing when I'm up there working. So great pickup. Another one is Jazz. This comes out of Coal Mine Records. Coal Mine Records is based in Cincinnati, in Loveland, Ohio, a suburb of Cincinnati. And it's actually, there's a big record store there. And this is Oregon Undercover Mixtape. And it's jazz, soul, funk. Really good organ work in here. Really nice groove going on. It's just something that they make. They make a variety of different things. So this record store also has a place to do recordings. And it's another CD that's been on constant rotation for me. Coal Mine Records. I'm not sure if this is, you can buy this on, I'm sure you can buy it online if you go into Coal Mine Records. I don't know if Amazon would have it or not. Really like that one. All right, into some of the vinyl that I have. You are making this difficult. Someone says he just wants some love. Well, why me? I didn't ask for a cat. Why me? This is my wife's cat, and he always just sits on my freaking lap. Yeah. All right, Matthew Sweet. So this came out Record Store Day, but you can buy this. He put out 2 albums this year, and this was the second album, and it's called Wicked System of Things. This thing rocked. It really did. I mean, I thought he just did a great job at making this thing. It rocked. It had really good music to it. Well worth the pickup. I like Matthew Sweet a lot, but I thought he lost his way. I thought he found himself here. Ooh, why? All right, this one came from Black Beans, Black Bean and Rice. So check out his channel. And I just showed this 2 weeks ago, but I got this, a recommendation. Orquesta, Anocan, and Cuban music, Cuban salsa. Thing swings. It makes you want to dance. It makes you want to get up and move. This is not a sit-down album. It's just a really incredible of a bunch of Cuban musicians getting together and showing what kind of music comes out of Cuba. Favorite. I've really spun this thing a lot. It just talks to me. You know, I love the Latin sounds. I would have thought that would ever happen in my life. Another recent pickup. The Nude Party. This came out earlier this year. The VC talked about it, and I wrote it down, and finally I got around to buying it. And this thing, it's fun punk, okay? It's not political punk. This is like snotty, fun punk on there. They have, I saw 3 different videos on YouTube that are really good. Just check it out. These guys are tongue-in-cheek, but it's fast, it's ferocious, it really goes. The lyrics are just kind of hilarious on there. One of those albums, again, it's been spun again and again and again. I haven't tired of it yet. The Nude Party. Thank you, VC, on that one. There we go. Those are 2 albums already from the VC. All right, another one I saw people were talking about. I went out and got it. Was Clutch's album that they put out this year. This is called Book of Bad Decisions from Clutch. I had never listened to Clutch. Didn't know anything about Clutch. You would think with the thousands of albums you would know about every group, and until you really start communicating with all of you, you don't know how much you don't know. And it's incredible how much you don't know about music and what's happening out there. So I got this. I've already went back, found another one of their albums is in a record store, and there it was, so I bought that. I really do enjoy this group. They started in the early 90s and they keep on rocking. I mean, this is great rock and roll, you know, hard rock. This one they bring in the horns, and they have a couple songs that have with the horn section, and I like the salsa stuff, right? Horns is part of what I like. Bought this one earlier in the year, and this is Daniel Radcliffe and the Night Sweats, and this is Tearing at the Seams. Didn't know much about this one. It's kind of, all right, I found this one by myself. I had nobody to help me. I don't know what caught me on this. Must have been an article I read. And so I took a listen, and my only thought was Stax Records. I think it was produced by Stax too on there. And it sounds, I mean, this sounds like 60s Stax. Again, I know, here we go, horns again. Yeah, it does. It has a fantastic horn section on there. And these guys, they know how to lay down a groove and keep a song going. I went back and I bought some of this guy's back catalog, actually on CD. I'll probably buy more in vinyl. But Daniel Radcliffe, just a very enjoyable listen again that I played a number of different times. This one I just picked up, haven't talked about yet, but I'm going to show it to you, and you'll probably still hear me pontificate about it in a future episode. That's a big word for me, huh? It's Jason Isbell. Sirens of the Ditch. And this is stuff from his very first album. Wonderful songwriter. Picked this off New West Records. It was really inexpensive, like $7-8. And they had a big sale going on, and look how young he looks here, just like a young kid. You know, you could hear him trying to find his way. What kind of music does he want to make? And which really historically makes it quite interesting. So enjoyed that one. All right, another one from Richard Riley. He showed this and got me to buy it. Larkin Pole Peach. So that's kind of what the blues album that I really liked this year. You can see these guys on these gals on YouTube playing their music. This was popular in the VC, but I really did enjoy it. It's new blues, and these ladies can rock it out, and they sound wonderful. So that was the blues album. All right, those are new stuff from this year. You know, it's really amazing how much Record Store Day albums between the 2 Record Store Day albums I buy. I wasn't going to show them, and that was quite a pile. I might have probably missed most of the new music this year if it hadn't been for watching all these videos that said, hey, try this, look at this, you know, and I guess that's what we're all about, isn't it? That's what we do. Try to turn each other onto different things and get us, you know, going in different directions. And man, have you guys found a prime candidate to go all over the place. So, a few of the things I found out in the wild this year. And I'm just going through what I was when I was out in the wild looking. Some of this, again, from you. Eden Fleece. Van Morrison. I'd been looking for this thing for probably almost 10 years and never found it. And then in the wilds of West Virginia, there it showed up. The next day, I went to a second record store in West Virginia. I found a second Veedon Fleece. I bought it. I have since that time found 2 more Veedon Fleeces. I have bought them. Why? It took me 10 years to buy one. I figured, what the hell? I better buy some more. Actually, I've been sending them out to people. Yeah, it was my missing Van Morrison from the 70s, the one I couldn't find, and I found it this year, and so it has special meaning just because I've looked forever for it in the wild. eBay, yeah. Discogs, yes, I could have. I don't know. If I do that, I'll spend way too much money. But I did find it. Super happy about it. Fela Kuti with Ginger Baker. I've known about this album, but I'd never bought it. I finally just pulled the trigger to it, and I was so delighted with this thing. It was such a wonderful sounding record, beautiful music on there. Very, very happy with this. Again, one of those favorites. It's back from the early 70s, but it's what I found this year and bought. Totally enjoyed it. I really got into African music a lot, and a lot of it came from Moen Rocks. And Jacob from Moen Rocks, he's been a real big influence on a lot of my record buying, because he buys a lot of what what's labeled as world music, which is really broad. But he's gone into Africa a lot, and so he's kind of got me going out there. And so this is one of the many African albums I bought this year, but this one really hit me. This is the Witch album, and I showed this a couple months ago in the past. It was Zamrock, and I just purchased 3-4 more different Zamrock stuff, some compilations. This has taken me on a journey, and music is a journey, especially as we jump into new genres. It's what I like. I like to explore new genres to find out what's there. What does it mean? How does it work together with what we hear in the U.S.? Which did that. Which brought lots of funk, soul, rock all together. The wah-wah guitar pedal. It was just. It was a fantastic journey. Again, thanks to the VC, I've gone down a whole different rabbit hole. And I mean, if you look at my record, I mean, I got holes all over the damn place here. There's so many freaking rabbit holes. All right, Tales from the Crate. Andrew recommended this, and I went out and I bought it. And it's Endless Boogie, okay? And the name of it is called Vibe Killer. I threw this thing on, and it was just, it's like, wow. It had a vibe, it had groove to it, and it was just relentless. It wasn't like hard, snarling guitars, screaming, anything like that. It was just this vibe. It was just this head nodding kind of thing. Really fun album, and another group I need to explore more in the coming year. Endless Boogie. Once I found this in my local record store, and I just saw the artwork on this thing. It's Willie Rosario and his orchestra, and he's from Puerto Rico, and this is 60s salsa. It's done in such a great way. This is kind of a rare album. I'm surprised how much it costs a lot. But my record guy put it on for me, and I listened to it, and it was just great. The very first thing it does, my favorite things, a jazz standard, but just makes it into a Latin feel. It does Taste of Honey from Herb Alpert. Again, great job. Does a lot of boleros, some boogaloos are on here, bombas, just different styles of salsa. I need to stop playing it because I don't want to wear it out, because it wasn't, it isn't like an album you find out there all the time. But this is one of those finds this year that really meant a lot to me. And my final one, again, I want to say thank you to Hackman377 for introducing me to Brazilian music and Brazilian psych. Folks, I know nothing about that stuff. I didn't know about Zamrock or any of that till Vinyl Community. Again, big thank you. And I hope, you know, everyone, that you're really enjoying the journey, not just on my video, because, you know, I try to take you on a journey through different types of music just because it's my passion. I mean, it's just, God, I just love it so much. But all these other channels keep just doing that, just bring you on a journey. So this was Brazilian Guitar Fuzz and Bananas. It's just Brazilian. You can find it. You can order it on Amazon. It's an incredible journey through all this Brazilian stuff. And Hackman377, Jason, you got me started on this stuff, and you know, you just, oh, you did it to me. I'm just, it's really amazing. So one of those fun pickups that I've played over and over this year. So I know if you watch the channel, you know, I show, you know, 10 albums or so, and I've done a lot of these videos. So I bought a lot more this year. Most of it's just older things I've been finding finds that I've been out there, and you know, I look forward to keep looking. I'm heading to West Virginia this coming week. Well, we know I have my honey hole there. I'm trying. I don't need to spend money, but we'll see. We'll see what happens on that. So wishing all of you a very Happy New Year. You know, I've been doing this since March, and this has been the most fun I've had in years doing something. But what's more is it's really built my passion. I've always had passion for music, but it has expanded what I listen to, and that's the thing, folks. It has expanded my listening. It has broadened my horizons. Is there anything better than that? I don't think so. You know, when you members of the VC post stuff, even when you comment, you say, Steve, try this, Steve, look at that, and I write them down and I go look at it, and as I can, I start to buy it. It expands what I listen to. It makes me understand music better, and that is, to me, what it's all about. I can just show the same kind of stuff, but no, it's all this different thing. So huge thanks to that. You know, a lot of you have subscribed, and again, big thank you for it. My cat thanks you for it too. He's finally stopped trying to chew my face off. So I hope you all had a good Christmas. I did. I got a canister set. Well, I bought it, but I've been looking for a year for a canister set. My wife, what about this? No, don't want it. I finally found the canister set I wanted, ordered it, had it here. My wife didn't even wrap it for me. Made me kind of sad. I wouldn't open it. So I got socks also, and Nebraska t-shirts. Went home to Nebraska first time in over 10 years. My wife and I finally had 3 days off at the same time, so that was nice. My mom's 88 years old, and my sisters were there. Great Christmas. I got Nebraska gear. What more could you ask for? All right, I'm rambling. Could have kept it short. Could have kept it on 20. My fault. My bad. 210, Van Man, Peter. If you're watching, please leave me a message. If not, next week. Okay? Thank you, everyone. Have a Happy New Year. Appreciate what you do.